Have you been wanting to try the Gauntlet mode in Battlefield 6, but maybe a little hesitant to jump in? Or maybe you've played it once or twice and felt completely lost? Or maybe your teammates had no idea what they were doing? Either way, today we're breaking down everything you need to know about Battlefield 6's Gauntlet mode. We're covering every mission type, the most common mistakes players make, and the key tips that'll help you and your squad navigate the Gauntlet successfully. This guide is perfect for beginners, but even if you're already a Gauntlet grinder, you'll probably pick up a few tricks you can take into your next run. Let's get into it. So what exactly is the Gauntlet? So the Gauntlet in Battlefield 6 is basically a mix of the traditional Battlefield multiplayer mixed with Battle Royale elements. You start with 8 teams, and after each round, the 2 lowest scoring teams get eliminated. By round 3, only 2 teams will remain, and those 2 battle it out, and usually you're racing to hit a certain score to win the Gauntlet. And the point system is kind of what makes Gauntlet so unique. You'll earn points by both eliminating players and playing objectives. Now, this is where a lot of confusion happens. Some players treat Gauntlet like a regular multiplayer map, sprinting around and trying to wipe every enemy they see. But the truth is, playing the objective usually gets you more points. And it's also the easiest way for newer or more laid-back players to help their squad advance. Kills give you 1 point, but objectives can generate points constantly. So if you're not a high kill player, PTFO absolutely will win you rounds. One thing that adds another layer is, in most missions, all points are doubled in the last minute. And that final minute is critical. If your squad is barely qualifying, a passive playstyle can get you knocked out. On the flip side, a team in last place can come back from nowhere if they snag big objectives during double points. So let's break down each mission type and how to maximize points. Circuit plays like domination. The map is divided into hexes and each one has a control terminal you can activate. Every 20 seconds you hold a terminal gets you 1 point. That's for each terminal, so the more you hold, this can quickly add up. A commonly made mistake here are squads spreading out way too far apart and losing their terminals. A smarter play is to lock down 2 to 4 terminals that are close together, then staying centered so you can defend them quickly. The Assault class is great here because they can drop a redeploy beacon in the middle, and they also have the unique ability to capture terminals faster. The Support class can also help by dropping cover to protect terminals during captures. And remember, when that final minute hits, points double. So planning ahead, make sure you have at least 2 terminals secured when that final minute hits. And if you're still behind, send your strongest players out to pick up kills and flip terminals while 1 or 2 stay back to defend. Contract is basically squad deathmatch. The goal here? Don't get wiped. You earn 1 point per kill, 1 point per revive, and 15 points for wiping another squad. But the thing here is most matches don't reach the time limit, so survival matters more than anything. A common mistake teams make here is pushing too aggressively, too fast, and getting third-partied. A smarter approach would be to identify where other teams are positioned and holding a spot where you won't get flanked, or waiting until 2 teams start fighting and then you third-party them. Because players get marked periodically, you can easily decide when to play defensive and when to make a push. And remember, the goal here is to not get wiped. So if your team is getting wrecked, it's okay to fall back here. Recon drones can be super helpful here to reveal teams that might be trying to get you on a flank. Deadlock is basically king of the hill. Capture a zone, defend the zone, and earn 1 point every 3 seconds you hold it. Common mistake here is getting stuck in endless gunfights over a single zone. If you're not earning points on the zone and there's another zone open, it's probably better to go for the open zone. Only 1 player needs to stand inside the zone line to capture and earn points, so the others can set up a defensive perimeter. When one zone closes, another opens. This is where a redeploy beacon can be huge, allowing teammates to possibly get a respawn closer to a new zone. And if you're headed into that final minute, make sure you're positioned to capture a zone for those double points. Decryption has you grabbing beacons and decrypting them for 50 seconds. Each completed decryption is worth 10 points, but you can't run while decrypting. So 2 big mistakes you can make here. Number 1, not pushing for beacons consistently. Before fully decrypting 1 beacon, your squad should already be looking for the next beacon to move on to. And number 2, not protecting the teammates who are decrypting. During a decryption, your teammate is marked on the map, which means every squad is gunning for you. Dropping a beacon right before it's finished is a terrible way to lose out on 10 points, so grab the beacon fast, find a spot you can defend, and hold it down. And to be more efficient, you can split your squad, grab multiple beacons, and meet back so you can decrypt several at once. The Assault class also has an advantage here as they decrypt much faster. Here's a side-by-side, and as you can see, the Assault class has a significantly faster decrypting speed. And don't forget, decrypting during double points makes a single beacon worth 20 points. This can completely swing the scoreboard. Extraction has you grabbing drives scattered around the map and bringing them to extraction drones. You can't extract until the drone cooldown ends, and once you interact with it, you only get a few seconds to load multiple drives. Each drive is worth 1 point. A common mistake I see here, squads camping extraction points. Sure, stealing drives and extracting can be a viable plan, but because there are usually multiple extraction zones, it's easy for teams to bypass your extraction point and just head to another. The best squads stay mobile, collecting nearby drives and pushing towards a drone. As you get close to the last minute, holding drives and extracting them for double points is a winning strategy. Vendetta is all about the high value target. The first player to get a kill becomes the HVT. They're marked and everyone hunts them. HVTs earn 1 point every 5 seconds, so this can add up fast. Don't make the mistake of playing overly aggressive when you're an HVT. Unless you're dropping 10 kills a minute, it's usually better to play defensively and let your squad protect you. Kills and revives are also worth 1 point, so your teammates can still play aggressively without exposing the HVT. Having an HVT during double points can easily take you from last place to first almost instantly. Wreckage is like your rush mode. Basically, plant or defuse bombs. Bombs are randomly spawned around the map, and after picking one up, a timer starts and you must plant it before the timer runs out. A successful detonation gives your team 10 points, but if another team defuses your bomb, they get 5 points. This is easily one of the hardest modes if your team doesn't know the rules. A common mistake I always see is teams planting a bomb and then not defending it well. It takes a long time to grab and plant, so don't let all that effort go to waste. Protecting the bomb until it detonates should be your priority. Not to mention, if your bomb does get defused, that team scores 5 points. Positions quickly shift in this mode depending on which teams can detonate and defuse the most. Heist only appears in the final round. It's your classic capture the flag mode. Grab the enemy's cash and bring it back to your base and protect yours from getting stolen. Grouping too tightly here can be your downfall. Good teams split up, and I've seen it go every way. 2 left, 2 right, 1 defender, 3 pushing. There are a lot of combos. But if you don't watch every lane, you'll get flanked and worse, lose your cash. Recon drones and redeploy beacons are huge here, and planting a beacon near your base or near theirs can help you defend or take their cash. So that's every mission in the Gauntlet, though it does sound like there are more coming in the future. Once you really learn how to play these objectives, Gauntlet becomes a super fun mode with a ton of depth. Hopefully this guide helped you out, and if you have a friend who seriously needs to learn how to PTFO, send this their way. Maybe next time you queue together, you'll finally grab that Gauntlet win. And hey, if you enjoy these guides, I'm pushing towards my next goal, so hitting that like button, subscribing, and following the channel really helps. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the battlefield.
Need a medic. I'm hit.
Solid work. That's one less enemy team on the battlefield.